The cold wind bit at Vaelin Duskrunner's face as he stood at the edge of Skelmir's spine, the highest peak in the known world. The weight of his curse clung to him like a second skin. His once youthful hands remained wrinkled, his strength slower to return after each exertion. The unbinding stone had sunk beneath the ice, its power lost forever. He had chosen not to transfer his fate to another, and yet the curse still remained. He clenched his fists. It wasn't fair. He had done the right thing, hadn't he? Behind him, Malaga the Grey approached, his silver robes whispering against the snow. He studied Vaelin with an unreadable expression. "You spared another from your fate," he said. "That is more than most would have done. But your time is running out." Vaelin turned, jaw clenched. "Then there must be another way." "Now there is," Malaga admitted, "but the price is far greater than you can imagine." Vaelin's breath was shallow from the altitude, but it was the weight of those words that nearly crushed him. "What must I do?" Malaga hesitated, then spoke. "You must enter the echoing void, the place where all magic begins and ends. There you will find the heart of Eternis, a power strong enough to sever the curse." Vaelin frowned. He had heard of the echoing void. It was more legend than reality, a place beyond the mortal realm, where magic itself was raw and untamed, a place where no one who entered had ever returned. "No thief has ever dared," Vaelin murmured. "But I'm not just a thief anymore." Malaga's gaze softened. "No, you are not." The journey was unlike any Vaelin had faced. They crossed the Glasslands, a desert of shattered obsidian, where the sky burned crimson and the wind carried the screams of the past. The ground cut at their boots with every step, and shadows moved on their own. They braved the Tempest Sea, where monstrous waves rose like mountains and lightning split the heavens with unnatural fury. More than once, Vaelin thought the ocean would swallow them whole. At last, they arrived at the edge of the world, where a great archway of black stone loomed over a swirling void of darkness, the gates of Eternis. Malaga placed a hand on Vaelin's shoulder. "Inside, you will not only face the void, you will face yourself." Vaelin inhaled sharply, gripped the dagger at his belt, and stepped forward. Darkness swallowed him whole. There was no sky, no ground, only an abyss of shifting energy. Vaelin felt weightless, as if drifting through a dream. Echoes of forgotten voices whispered around him. Then he saw it. He was back in Azarkar Keep, standing before the staff of Vorinthal. His younger self was there, reaching for it. Vaelin's breath hitched. He knew what was about to happen. He tried to call out, to warn his past self, but the scene unfolded just as it had before. His younger self grasped the staff, then screamed as the curse took hold. A voice echoed through the void. "Do you see now?" Vaelin spun. A figure emerged from the darkness, his own reflection, but unscarred, unburdened. A version of himself that had never taken the staff. "You were never meant to wield magic," the reflection said. "You were meant to walk the path of shadow, not power." Vaelin's fists clenched. "Then why was I given a second chance? Why was I spared?" The reflection's smile was cold. "'Cause you are meant to choose." A heartbeat later, the heart of Eternis appeared, a glowing crystal pulsing with raw magic. "If you take it," the reflection said, "your curse will be broken. But you will never return to the mortal world. You will become something else, something beyond life." Another object appeared, a simple dagger, its blade forged in shadows. "If you take this," the reflection continued, "you will return, but you will remain cursed forever." Vaelin's heart pounded. If he took the heart of Eternis, he would be free, but he would lose himself. If he took the dagger, he would remain cursed, but he would still be himself. For the first time in his life, Vaelin realized that his greatest enemy had never been Malaga, or the staff, or the curse. It had always been his own greed. Slowly he reached forward, then stopped, and with a steady hand, he took the dagger. His reflection smiled. "Then you are still Vaelin Duskrunner, and you will walk your own path." The void shattered around him. Vaelin gasped as he awoke on the frozen ground at the edge of the world. Malaga stood over him, watching carefully. "You chose wisely." Vaelin let out a breathless laugh. "Did I? I'm still cursed." Malaga smiled faintly. "Perhaps. But your fate is your own." Vaelin looked at the aged hands that had once made him recoil in horror. The weight of the curse still clung to him, but it no longer felt unbearable. He was not free, but for the first time, he wasn't running. He was walking forward, his own path, his own story, and for the first time, that was enough. Don't forget to like and subscribe.